Hi, welcome to my channel. It's Claire here from Inky Inspiration. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. So today's card is a triple panel card. Folds nice and flat, but it's super duper easy to make. So to create the front panel, I've used the Made to Surprise Birthday Fun die set and the little pieces that go with it. I've cut it out in black, and these are in a selection of silver and white. I want it to have a bit of a masculine feel to it. So I'm going to get the panel made up. I've got a piece of acetate cut which is 1/2 inch wide by 6 inch long, and I'm going to adhere that onto the back. Just using some liquid glue for that. And I'm just putting it on the edges. So I've cut the sentiment, which is a Time for Tea Designs one. It just says celebrate. I've cut that in the silver and the black. I'm just going to glue this together. Can't see what my panel is now. So I'm going to bob that to one side to dry, and I'm going to work on my card panel. So the sheet of card for a card panel measures 11 by 6 inch, and I'm going to scar this at 1 1/4, 2 1/2, 8 1/2, and 9 3/4. I'm then going to come back and I'm going to lightly scar at 3. So remember, this is just lightly. And the same at 8. Then I'm going to spin it. So my short side's at the top, and I'm going to come down at 1/4 inch. Sorry, 1/2 inch. I'm going to miss the first 2 panels, and then that lightly scarred line we've just done, I'm going to go down to the next lightly scarred line, and I'm going to do exactly the same at 5 1/2. So lightly to my line, and then scar. And you should then have a square in the middle that's really lightly scarred. Go over it if you need to, which means that we'll have something to be able to see to cut out. I'm just going over mine just a little bit. And to cut it out, I'm going to use a craft knife, a ruler, and a cutting mat. So put your panel out. Don't matter if it's a little bit wonky. If it's really wonky, you could always cut another one of these and put it on the other side. And I'm just going to glue that on there for now. If your acetate's a little bit big, now's your time to trim it off. And you just want to bob your glue around the edge. So I'm just decorating this now with some panels. On these ones, the mirror measures 5 3/4 inch by 7/8, and the blue is 5 1/2 by 1/2 inch. And I'm just gluing that down with a bit of bookbinding glue again. And looking at it now, I actually wish that I'd used some of this blue within the balloons. So that might be something to do in future. I think that balloon there would look lovely in blue, and maybe that one, it just tie it in a little bit more. And then to create the card fold, I'm going to fold the first scar line as a valley, as a mountain. The second scar line as a valley. And then same here, so a mountain and then a valley, and it will go in a 6x6 envelope. Stand up quite nicely. And then I'm just going to use some Nouveau drops in Midnight Blue. Now thankfully I moved away before I squirted this because I managed to knock the end out and it is everywhere, but we'll clean that up shortly. And then I've just got silver line. I'm going to put some tiny ones on these balloons just to break them up.